Slavery is back, Gen Zs, and you are on the wrong side.
So we spent 50,000 rupees for a Coldplay concert.
50 रुपए में सफेद क्रीम में डूबे हुए बॉल्स का मजा मुझे काफी अच्छा लगा।
लबूबू 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 लबूबू
1.5 करोड़ रुपए एक डॉल के लिए, ये है लाबूबू।
I bought a Stanley Cup and I paid close to 8,000 rupees.
Probably the most hyped chocolate of this decade.
आज मैं टेस्ट करने वाला हूँ मिस्टर बीस्ट की प्राइम ड्रिंक। एक बोतल की प्राइस है 300 रुपीज।
1600 रुपए का है ये।
I spent 3,200 on Mr. Beast की chocolate. I spotted the viral Bulldog's carbonara ramen. एक पैकेट 125 रुपीस का।
यहाँ पे खरीद रही हैं अभी अरमेस का फुटवेयर। प्राइस क्या है कुछ बताओगे?
यहाँ का 1 लाख।
आखिर इंस्टा का फोमो ही कुछ ऐसा है कि मानो एक अजीब सा इमरजेंसी प्रेशर हम पे डाल दिया गया है कि हर किसी को माचा पीना ही पड़ेगा।
I shop, drink matcha, go to Pilates.
Bought the black Air Jordan 4s for 45,000.
The question is, why? Why are people spending months of their income on stupid brands and overpriced concerts and stuff like Tatya Vinsu dolls? And if you think this is bad, just watch this.
He's a 10 but he uses Android phone.
Bro, yuck. I'm out here.
You should go in the fucking bandstand and swim and go and drown or something. Drown or something.
Someone doesn't have an apple, not my type.
Aura, -1,000.
Negative. Ask him to leave the world, please.
And then people are shocked when guys do stuff like this.
देखो कितनी बेच दी ने बंदी के पीछे आईफोन के चक्कर में।
इतने सारे पैसे लेकर आए हो तो किस लिए लेकर आए फोन?
आईफोन खरीदने के लिए।
आईफोन खरीदने के लिए क्या हो? अच्छा ये पैसा मम्मी दी है या आप सच बता रहे हो मंदिर से बेच के खरीदे हो? अच्छा ये खाना नहीं खा रहे, आईफोन के लिए खाना नहीं खा रहे।
Before we go ahead, let's remember, we weren't always like this, were we?
अपने जितने चद्दर हो ना उतना ही पैर फैलाना चाहिए।
The paisa vasool philosophy used to run in our khoon, right? Just look at our parents or their parents. They would carry water from home to avoid buying that 10 rupees Bisleri bottle. They would walk instead of taking that rickshaw for 18 rupees. A fancy top first became a ghar ka top before it became a duster, before it became a ladi pochne ka kapda, and then finally we gave it for recycling to that aunties. And we still sort of do that, just not in malls, but here.
Try this. कितना? 150.
Anyways, back to the topic. When did we start this cult-like worship of brands? And before you say it, no, it's not because Gen Zs are dumb. It's not millennials or Gen Alpha or some young people problem. This didn't just happen. It was designed, engineered, carefully, deliberately by a handful of people who know exactly how to hijack your brain and profit from it.
Kangal in the last week of my
Aesthetic items that I buy.
They definitely tricked me. I kept saving.
I am actually guilty of impulse shopping.
नहीं हो पाता.
But what if I tell you there is a solution to this problem? This mindless cult following of brands. A simple way to never be fooled again. But for this, you need to understand the game you're a part of. The game in which you have been made a helpless pawn. This game has 5 different players. Apart from you, the lower, middle or upper middle class you. The tired, lonely, overworked you. Understanding these 5 players is the key to escaping this game. They are the reason behind all your stress, overspending and constant chase. They hold the answers to all your problems. So, let's get to know them, shall we? First player, brands. One thing to know about them is that most of these brands are owned by MNCs or big corporations, and they do one thing pretty well: give you a lot of choices, or more accurately, the illusion of choices. What do I mean by that? To understand, let's play a game. Okay, so name me 10 random soft drink brand names right now. Most of you will say Coke, Pepsi, Thumbs Up, 7-Up, Mountain Dew, Sprite, Limca. Mango fans would say Slice or Maaza. Orange drink fans would say Mirinda or Fanta. Now, all of them look like separate brands, right? Almost competitors. But guess what, guys? All of these are just owned by 2 corporations, Coca-Cola and Pepsi. And it's the same with biscuits, chocolates, personal care and whatnot. What do you think is freedom of choice? It's just pre-approved options. Whatever you choose, you are feeding the same beast. Now that we have got this cleared up, let's talk about the second player. Indian society. This includes your family, neighbors, relatives and friends. Their job, whether they know it or not, is simple: to make you feel not enough. They plant the first seeds of insecurity in your mind. They make you question your worth. They tell you will be valued only if you look a certain way, dress a certain way, speak a certain way, own certain things, and be really, really smart.
Rapido वाला बुलाया, but मैं कहाँ बैठूंगी?
Bro, you're so thin, you can actually fly away with the wind, no?
इससे रंग साफ होता है.
बड़े कपड़े पहनो तो तुम झल्ले लगो और छोटे पहनो तो आस्किंग फॉर इट. ओ गंजा हो रहा है यार तू.
तेरे पैरों पे कितने स्ट्रेच मार्क्स हैं?
अरे उसके तो बहुत छोटे हैं.
You don't look good when you wear glasses.
तू बालों में इतना तेल मत लगाया कर यार, बहुत चंपू लगती है.
ज्यादा हंसो तो हंसना गलत, ज्यादा रो तो रोना गलत.
कौन रो रहा है? रो रहा है तो रोने दो. ऐसे भी ना लड़के के बदल में लड़की पैदा की है हमने.
तूने अपनी शक्ल देखी है? इतनी काली और अगली, तेरे से कौन शादी करेगा?
Quale delle due è bella?
Questa. This is social rejection, and it hits harder than we realize because deep down we are still wired like hunter-gatherers, and back then being cast out from your tribe didn't mean loneliness, it meant death because there would be nobody to protect you. That's how your first wounds or insecurities arise. The primary reason you start wanting to prove yourself, to impress others, to be someone, to people please by any means necessary. Now the third player, media, social media and influencers. Their job is simple, to remind you of your insecurities, implant desires, both knowingly of course. Remember that Selena Gomez song, Who says? Well, the answer is these people. The media shows you 7 shades of lightness, 7 shades of white teeth, 7 layers of fat, 7 inches of height difference. It keeps reminding you are not enough. But surely this product will fix you. And once this message has been dropped in your brain, next comes the final cell, the cult leaders. Every cult needs a cult leader, a charismatic person to hypnotize everybody. For brands, these are the influencers, the celebs, the sports icons, the infamous ones.
Handsome one, banda one. इसे लगाओ, गजब का बुरापन पाओ.
Gives your skin a radiant pinkish white glow.
Everyone wants to be like them, run like them, bat like them, look like them, be rich like them. We want what they want. We buy what they buy. And no, this is not irrational behavior. No. This is psychology, my friends. You see, as per the anthropologist René Girard, we desire things not because we inherently want them, but because someone else models that desire for us. What this means is, we don't even know what we truly want. We just want things because other people around us have it. Here's how it works. First, the model. You see someone, your friend, a celebrity, or a stranger, me, desiring or possessing something. Second comes the mirror. Your brain says, if they want it, it must be valuable. And at last comes the mimicry. You begin to want it too. Bottles, toys, iPhones, beliefs, careers, even love. That's why love triangles exist, guys. That's why doctors, engineers and lawyers are overpopulated Indian careers. But do you know where this need for mimicry comes from? So back in the hunter-gatherer days, following others was often safer than venturing alone. If everybody was chasing a particular fruit or a water source, you would better go there too. It was likely safe or valuable. That's social proof. So now, social media and influencers exploit this ancient wiring of ours. All day, we see millions of likes and comments from hundreds of celebrities. If that is not social proof, what is? But then influencers go one step ahead. They don't sell products. No. They sell transformation.
Because this is everything. This is to die for.
And sometimes they don't even need to speak. Just being seen with a product is enough. And bam, it goes viral. Social media algorithms then turn it into a hype or a trend or an obsession. The algorithm favors sameness. The gods of Instagram and TikTok bless influencer obedience and punish any dissent.
I'm just so tired of not being able to be creative on this app because brands are pissing me off. The only way they want to market a product is to make it the holy grail of beauty. This moisturizer is all you'll ever need. This serum is the only serum you will ever need. One product is not going to make you effortlessly beautiful. It's not how it works. What the hell is a 36-hour wear? Who is wearing foundation for 36 hours? Who?
Speak out against a brand or a trend, and good luck finding the next brand deal. These platforms become 24/7 desire implanting machines, exposing us to constant social proof, selling us fake solutions to deep insecurities. And the mimetic theory does the rest of the work. The result? Brands today are seen as aspirational, a way out of poverty. Today, we have shopping therapy. You don't drink coffee, you sip status. You don't wear clothes, you wear validation. You are insecure of yourself. So you try to boost your confidence, status, and self-worth by buying sneakers or Crocs or luxury bags or watches or iPhones. You no longer buy stuff for the utility. You buy stuff for emotions. You start seeing yourself in them. Slowly, brands stop being products. They become identities. You are no longer just buying shoes. You are picking personalities. Are you a Nike guy or an Adidas guy? Are you a Coke guy or a Pepsi guy? Are you an Android guy or an iPhone guy? You are not just buying. You are becoming. And then suddenly, abandoning a brand feels like abandoning your identity. Your identity becomes fused with the brand so much that you become their die-hard fans, their walking billboards, their free marketing managers. If someone badmouths your brand, you defend it like you would defend your own baby from a tiger attack. You unknowingly fall into a cult. Instead of crafting your soul, you craft your feed. Your insecurities overwhelm you, so you start shopping to forget about them. Got dumped? Feel unloved? Insecure? Buy new clothes, makeup, shoes, look hotter. Came from poverty, don't feel like you belong? Blend in with clothes, watches, shoes, cars. Start feeling rich. Women who felt neglected or devalued by society start treating themselves once they earn by buying unlimited clothes, scented candles, expensive makeup, and so on. Taglines of these brands look like, because I'm worth it. Her life, her choices. Stop the beauty test. But here comes the trap. If you know you're worth it, you don't need to buy anything to prove it. The tagline only works if it assumes you don't think you're worth it. If you need to prove you're worth it by buying a 500 rupees serum, that looks more like emotional manipulation than empowerment. And don't forget, the company who sells Dove is the same company who sells Fair and Lovely. So, here's the truth. Materialism doesn't heal. It's perfume on garbage. It's sellotape on a bleeding wound. Unless you clean the wound or throw the garbage out, no amount of shopping will ever save you. Fourth player, the bankers. They are the dons, the apex predators of the system. Their job? To offer you easy money. So you overconsume, overwork, and stay trapped in a cycle of debt and loneliness. But before we understand how they do it, let's take a step back and look at the world we live in today. First, we live in an industrialized world. Everything is mass-produced, hyper-specialized. A baker is no longer a baker. He's a cog in the cake machine. He tastes frosting, monitors ingredients, does quality tests. But there was a time when a baker made the whole cake, sold it with his own hands, and saw the smile of the child who ate it. That smile was meaning, a reason to exist. He saw the contribution he made to the world with his own two eyes, which gave him deep satisfaction. Today, that same baker sits in a factory, never meeting the people he feeds. No joy, no connection, no satisfaction. Just tasks, deadlines, salaries. We have been cut into fragments, a body torn apart and told to survive just as a nose or a mouth or an ear. Second, we live in a globalized, privatized and liberalized world. Since 1991, you are not a citizen. You are a consumer. You have zero job security, but you have 83 shoe brands. No neighborhood connection, but infinite streaming apps. Everyone's competing. A bigger house, a better car, fancier trip. We all want to post the best WhatsApp, Instagram and Facebook status. Make everyone jealous. We don't trust neighbors. We envy them. Human value is no longer who you are, but how much you can produce or sell. You are your LinkedIn profile, your salary, your net worth. Everyone is just permanently exhausted and isolated. Put simply, it's divide and rule version 2.0. Now, if you were really smart, like Casbreaker or Littlefinger, you would see an opportunity here. Everyone in this society feels meaningless, is isolated, tired, and very insecure. And that's the best sort of people to fool and loot, you see. And that's exactly what the bankers do. They whisper, buy now, pay later, zero cost EMIs, you only live once, YOLO. They give borrowed money to feed people's insecurities. Not enough cash? No problem, swipe this card. Want more confidence, more love, more status? Here's a cheap loan for that iPhone, that sneaker, or that lifestyle. They give you all the money for your impulse shopping and instant gratification. They convince you that happiness can be bought and get you addicted to debt. And once you are convinced, congratulations, because you just became a modern day slave. Because freedom dies the moment you owe more than you earn. Your insecurities are carefully weaponized to turn you into slaves. But all of this drama could have been easily avoided if the next card had done its job well. And what is it? Education. The savior who never saved. Their job supposed to save you. How? Schools were supposed to make you think, to make you question, to give you the courage and space to doubt everything that you were told. Instead, they asked you to sit down, shut up, and rectify. Modern education was born during Enlightenment, the age of reason. Dare to know, said Immanuel Kant. He asked you to question everything and everyone, no matter how smart they were or how many followers they had. To question is the single most important thing that education was supposed to teach you, but they taught everything else. So now we don't ask, why does this lipstick cost 1,500 rupees? Why is that influencer selling me confidence in a bottle? Why do I feel worthless when I don't wear a logo? If you had learned to think for yourself, you would have never believed the lie that happiness can be bought in the first place. You would have merely looked at the richest guy on earth at the moment and concluded that if they couldn't be happy with that many amount of expensive brands, nor could you. We wouldn't believe influencers. We wouldn't hand over our worth to the thoughts of society or brands or banks. We would ask. We would doubt. We would see. But our education system didn't fail by accident. No. It was built this way. To produce obedient workers, not free thinkers. To create consumers, not rebels. Because a thinking mind is just bad for business. So what now? What's done is done, the cards have been dealt, but here's the good news. You can still choose how to play the game. It starts by refilling the 3 buckets that these people have been sucking out from you. Belonging, meaning, and self-worth. First, belonging. Reclaim your people. Isolation is not strength. Interdependence is not weakness. Western culture doesn't get to define progress. Talk to your neighbors in the lift. Eat dinner with your family without screens. Talk to your friends in person, not through some dry texts. Support someone without posting about it. Hold the door open to the elders. Help someone down the stairs. Put your phone down. Connect without a camera watching. Second, for meaning and self-worth, create, don't consume. When you create anything, you fight back against meaninglessness. Write, sketch, code, teach, build, sing. Create things that didn't exist before you touched them. That's how you bring your soul back to life. Third, time travel and see through the lies. Next time an influencer flashes a luxury product, ask yourself, if I had never seen this reel, would I even want it? Go back to 2019 in your head. Would you pay 1,600 rupees for a soft drink or 20,000 for a creepy little doll? Exactly. Apple manufactures an iPhone for
$10
or
$464.
whichever of the two. You buy it for 1,50,000 rupees, which is $1,700. So what changed? The story. The story the media and influencers sold you. That markup isn't hardware, it's your emotions. Fifth, use money to buy time and not things. With every rupee you earn, you can make a choice. You can either buy things or buy time. The rich buy freedom, the poor buy dopamine hits. That 1.5 lakh iPhone on a 15,000 salary, it could cost you 2 years of your working 8 hours a day. That's time you could have spent with the people you love doing what you love. So use leverage, media, code, people, capital. Let your money and skills work while you sleep. But none of this works until you start thinking for yourself. How? Let's do it right now. Put your thinking caps on and look at these cards again. What do they all attack? Your insecurities, wounds, right? The aching question, am I enough? Brands offer fake solutions to real pain. They promise you belonging, attention, validation, What they are really selling is love, wrapped in plastic, priced in EMIs. But here's the truth they don't want you to remember. When you were a baby, you were loved just for being. No fancy grades, no clothes, no salaries. You didn't need to prove anything. You were enough. And then suddenly, as you started growing up, love started coming with conditions. Be smarter, thinner, richer, fit in, be liked, work more, prove yourself. And you did. But the whole never failed because love based on performance isn't real. It's approval, not love. So let's end it where it began. If that baby didn't need to prove anything to be loved, you don't either. You are enough then, you are enough now. You just forgot or were made to forget. We are human beings, not human doings. Just look at the last words of the person who conquered half the world and save yourself the trouble. No brand, no product, no follower count can give you what you already have. We are all forgetting one thing which is causing most of the problems in our society, and it is this: we are enough. If you like the video, consider subscribing. Thanks for watching.